Hi Changers, welcome to Minshi International Productions Internal Change Channel, a channel committed to personal, spiritual, intentional, and proactive change. My name is Sherry. Let's get started. Hi Changers, let's just jump right into it. One thing God gave me as far as strategy. He wanted us to hit more areas on strategy, get to the meat of strategy. Well, one thing he gave me about strategy is he wanted us to strategize against our excuses that we're telling ourselves. He said a lot of us are sitting here telling ourselves excuses, which is fear, to hinder us from what he has for us, our goals, our gifts, our ministries, businesses. He said, it's hindering my people. He said, just stop. He said, your mouth is driving your day, your amplitude, and your attitude. I said, wow. You're telling me my mouth, my excuses is driving my life, my day, and my amplitude? Amplitude is like the wavelength, your energy, things of that nature. He said it's driving it. You're speaking such fear and excuses to yourself that it's like you're actually believing your own lie. You're believing that you cannot do this or you cannot do that, or I'm not capable, or, if you're not saying it out loud, but you're thinking it up here, and that voice sometimes is the loudest voice. It's louder than actually when you speak it. But you're speaking lies to yourself that feel like hard. 9 times out of 10, you're going to feel horrible after saying it to yourself. So why do it? He said, what we're saying to ourselves is egregious or damaging to our own spirit. Not to mention someone else that you may be speaking those things to and things of that nature, but you're speaking it to yourself as well. He also said these are like generational curses, generational words, generational excuses that have been made for so many years, from mother, from father, from sister, from brother, from child, from family, just from each other, from generations. I'm gonna sit here and do something different. I'm gonna not make excuses. I'm gonna sit here and overcome those fears, which are excuses that have been made or set up for me, or that I do when I say to myself, I'm not gonna do that anymore. So he says, stop making those excuses. Enough is enough. It's gonna get you nowhere. For a moment, there are some excuses that I have told myself as well. And it feels good for that moment because you're like, yeah, I cannot do it. Yeah, I have kids, so therefore I cannot do this or I cannot do that. And it makes you feel maybe comforted for that moment. But after a while, it's like you get out of that and you say, you know what? That was a lie. I blatantly lied to myself. And you have to come to that truth, and it doesn't feel good that you blatantly lied to yourself about your capabilities because of whatever the situation may have been, when all you had to do was overcome. We tell ourselves some of the worst excuses, and we believe them. He said in Matthew 15:18, those things that proceed out of the mouth come forth from the heart, and they defile the man. Those things that proceed out of the mouth come forth and defile the man. You're speaking and defiling your own self, your own spirit, your own goals, your own purpose, your own life. And if somebody else were to do that, you'll be angry at them. You'll be ready to fight. But it's crazy that you're doing it to yourself. You're deciding to say these words, I'm worthless, I'm this. Some of the words that I have said it to myself or I've heard them said are things like, I'm too old to change. Why do I need to do it? I'm just gonna fail at it. My life is garbage. I can't do anything right. If I didn't have this or that, or this type of responsibility, I would succeed. There's not enough time in the day. to spend time with my kids, my husband, pursue my hobbies, my goals. It's not enough time. And 9 times out of 10, that's a lie. There's things that you can do to change that can allow you to do some of the things that you want to do. Is it hard? Would it require, you sacrificing TV or sacrificing this, that, or whatever? Absolutely. Would it stretch you? Absolutely. It's like, it's a strategic way to do it. A strategic way to keep that lie away from you, those excuses away from you. And there's a strategic way to bring that into your life, into fruition, into your life. To speak it into your life. Guys, it's enough. It's time to stop talking such negativity about ourselves. Speaking excuses into our lives, which is fear into our lives. We have to stop doing that. It's time out for it. Enough is enough, but I love myself. Go look at some of the other videos that talk about edifying yourself that I've done. Edifying yourself. 3 to 5 seconds out of the day, saying some positive words to yourself in the morning, encouraging words, encourage yourself in the word. Also, faith and hope. Look at that video. Faith and hope talks about having faith, having hope. Faith is that which you do not see, but you believe that is going to happen. God will do it. It's so many outs that God gives us. So many outs. Meaning that there's so many bright lights at the end of the tunnel. He don't just leave us here. This is a teaching tool for us. But then he has that light at the end of the tunnel. And I start smiling when I think about it because there's so many. It's like he has it all set up for us. We just got to go and seek and find it. As I always say, stagnation and procrastination is mental and physical bondage. Let's continue to change, guys. Misha International Productions, Internal Change Channel. Stay tuned.